My name is George Hickman. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. I started wrestling when I was about 5 years old. Wrestled up through high school. Won 3 state titles. 4-time finalist. Went into college. Wrestled at Bloomsburg University in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, where I competed for 5 years. Was a national qualifier. I had 2 amateur fights, which I won both of those in 2009, and at the end of 2009, moved to Atlanta to continue training. On our way right now to up in Alpharetta to Brian Stan's gym, the Cooler. We're gonna get some good sparring rounds in today and get a good workout.
Other than he'll train hard, and then we're gonna fight each other. You'll be mad happy, you kid.
Economics of American life.
And call her and shoot.
Life of a fighter.
It'll take
Broke with bad credit.
Okay. I'd get a couple extra rounds in though, technique-wise, just to get the cardio and just drill speed. You need to go hard, drill speed, go.
Look at that deep.
Yeah. You gotta think you're fighting a January. Don't let that kid, go find somebody out there. Too many guys hungry for what you got.
How'd you get you back?
Bars are off that quick with it.
Nice. Finish it. Nice play. Now, hey, transition to strikes through. Nice job.
Okay.
Nice work. And up. Way to not give up on it, Hickman. If you were to fail on that transition into strikes, don't just back away and give up the space you gained. Same thing for you, Clay. When a guy shoots and exhausts all that energy, if he misses that shot, when he backs away from you, and he's doing so to catch his breath, right? That's a great time to throw a good combo at him. He's gonna be too tired to defend it. Or shoot for your own takedown after the combo.
George is a guy, it's amazing to me. He tells you all the time how I'm really not that good of an athlete. In my college, my wrestling coach told me I was slow, wasn't that athletic. I don't think he realizes that his coach was probably trying to keep him humble. He's actually a really good athlete. Very smooth, very quick. He could do a standing backflip. He's got the explosiveness. The big thing though is his maturity. You know, he's not your typical fighter who lives on a shoestring budget, spends his money as soon as he gets it, takes a lot of dumb risks. You know, he's a full-time car salesman, works 6 days a week and trains full-time around that schedule, and he's been very successful. And he's gotten really good in a short period of time in mixed martial arts. I mean, for a wrestler, he's got great striking. His jiu-jitsu is really solid. I told him since really the first time I met him, he's UFC caliber today. And I think he'll do quite well, you know, if he can really get comfortable mentally with his skill set and get confident, which takes time. He's only got 5 fights. So I think the sky's the limit for a guy who's that smart, well-spoken. I think he could be very marketable, and, you know, he's a competitor. He's darn good and darn tough, so I think he'll do well.
When I moved to Atlanta to train, you know, I was going to take another amateur fight, but then I just kind of decided that I wanted to turn pro and start getting paid for it. And I think that with the wrestling, it gives me a lot of an advantage compared to other people who have different backgrounds, because I think it's the hardest art of mixed martial arts to learn. Kind of takes years, I think, to learn the aspects of wrestling. And I think I've picked up the striking pretty well. You know, Manu's done a lot for me, and he was kind of, you know, I almost went back to North Carolina to train there, but, you know, I stayed because of Manu, how far he had taken me. And well, once I found him, and now just the gains, the leaps and gains that I've made from training with him have, you know, made a huge impact in my career. And, you know, I think things are starting now to take off, but, you know, just the wrestling aspect, I think early on competing amateur, I felt like I had, you know, I could go far with the sport. So now it's to the point where I want to, you know, take it all the way and see how far I can actually, you know, go and how good I can become.
And he come to Atlanta looking for, you know, the way to improve. So they told him, oh, Manu is over there, why don't you go walk with him? So he come to the gym and we hook up, good vibe, good energy. He's a very nice guy, very focused, disciplined. I see him doing great because he has a very good wrestling background. His striking just keep improve and improve. Right hand, southpaw, he get much better. He's very technical, so this is another good thing and very calm. So I see something good for him, great future. I have hopes on George. You know.
I actually found MMA like the last year of college when I was wrestling. I just did cross train before the season started. And I was like, oh man, you know, just the grappling aspect I picked up pretty quickly from, I guess, wrestling. It kind of came natural. And to me, you know, wrestling is harder, college wrestling, than, you know, training for MMA or anything like that. It's more of a grind because there's so much you have to deal with.
Hi, how are you?
APL, make a face.
I taught this kid everything he knows. I taught him everything he knows.
Your grill. I don't have a grill. That's grill. The time of training in between fights is time to get better. I mean, when do you ever get better if you just continue to, you know, you fight and then you take a 3-month break until you get another fight and you have to have a fight camp to get ready for it? I mean, when do you improve? I don't think that you ever improve. And for me, it's a constant, I guess, you know, progression towards perfection, which I don't think you can ever achieve, but I guess that's the goal as a mixed martial artist or fighters, to reach, you know, the best that you can possibly be of perfection and flawlessness that isn't really ever attainable, but, you know, that's what you're striving for, is to be the best that you can, because I didn't get in this just, you know, to make money. I got in to make money and be the best that, you know, that there is, or the best that I can be. People can always say what they want, but until they're there and they do it, and until someone puts themselves in your shoes, they don't know what really goes on. And for me anyways, you know, it's a continuous grind of trying to get better and trying to juggle it with working a full-time job and taking this as far as I can actually take it.